Having the desktop rendered by the graphics card directly can give you a lot of nice eye candy, but it also allows for many useful features. Let's look up boobies. Now this picture is too small to see clearly, so I'll just zoom in. Yes, blue boobies. Now on anything that I close and on some of the menus that I use, you'll notice that it looks like rice paper set on fire. Most of what I'm going to show you are not the default effects, but the ones I've turned on because I like them or find them useful. I think this fire is just cool looking. Now the zooming can zoom in on any application or any part of the OS. In fact, let me just start XP here. And this should start very, very quickly. And I'll zoom in and show you that my XP wallpaper is an educational one. Let me just shut it down real quick. Now I don't have time to show you everything, so I'm going to make the rest of this pretty quick and give you an overview of some of the cooler features. First, window previews. You'll notice that the movie preview is real time. Now here's what happens when I tab. And again, you'll notice that the movie preview is real time. Now, this real-time nature of the visual effects applies to all the applications. And as a simple demonstration of the amazing amount of options and control one has in Linux, I can have my tabbing work any way that I want it to. Such as ring switching, plain tabbing, or expose. And the options are not just an eye candy but extend to every part of the OS and how it operates. You can leave it plain Jane, which is what most people do, but if you find something that you want to change or wish would work in a different way, odds are that you can have it exactly how you want it. Yet more eye candy. The cube. Now the cube is an extension of something that Linux users have enjoyed for years called workspaces. You can have just one desktop or you can have more. I usually use 2 desktops, but I have 4 because the cube looks very cool. Let me show you how it works if you just have 2 desktops. It's cool, but not quite as cool as the cube. Now, if you're working with more than one workspace, there are a number of things that make it easy to do so. Let me go back to my first workspace and tab around. I'm tabbing by pressing the Window key and Tab. It is not showing any windows from any other desktop. However, if my thumb presses Window and Alt, which is easy, and then I press Tab, it does show all windows. This applies to all tabbing and other Windows management. I'll bring some of my windows over on to the second desktop in a couple of different ways. By mouse, by dragging it, and my favorite, by keyboard. And now all my windows are on my second desktop. And there are a number of ways to manage just the workspaces too. This is just one example. And again, absolutely everything is customizable. Nothing is off limits or locked down. You can have anything any way you like it. This extends to the logon screen, the optional splash window, all the way down to which window manager you want to use, which file browser, and so forth. Most people, as I mentioned, usually just stick with the defaults on most stuff. One thing a lot of Windows users like to do, however, is change the taskbar to look and operate exactly like Windows. As you can tell, I haven't, but it's very easy to do. On my laptop, I do not have the 3D effects enabled since it uses more battery power by asking the video card to render the desktop. I still prefer Linux over Windows on it, but not for any of the reasons I have shown so far. There are several, including security, stability, reliability, usability, and speed, among many others. This brings us to the conclusion, but bear in mind that I have only scratched the surface, and what I have shown you is only the tip of the iceberg. In my next video, I will show you the reasons why I use and prefer Linux, and none of those reasons are the 3D eye candy. And just a little bit more eye candy. Or you can have the video as one part of the cube. Alrighty, that's the end. Thank you for watching.